Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Soul Calibur 2. I always say I guess that's how you know. I gotta get better at not saying Chapter 2, The Journey Begins. If you're headed in the search for Soul Edge, you should head east past the land of Thuban lies the free city of Benenash. With its never-ending flow of people, perhaps you can gather information there. Following Edgar's advice, you set off towards the east. You did not know if you would really find information about Soul Edge in Benenash or not, but it was better than wandering aimlessly. You turned to look back just once. "You win this time," said Minerva after the battle, "but I'll catch up to you soon. Tomorrow, I'm going to take the test again. Oh, and I've heard you're searching for the Soul Edge. If that's the case, then we'll surely meet again. It seems like we're rivals with the same goal. I'm looking forward to our next encounter." You faced forward again and began to walk. Your journey had begun. So this right here, this is a really great example of one of the reasons why I did want to do a Let's Play of this game, because this is one of the best naturalistic tutorials I've ever seen in a fighting game. Naturally, you are learning the elements of the game because it is testing you through simple matches. What's your stuff? Do you know what your multi-hits are? Do you know what your strings are? Do you know what your fast moves are? In this one, it's 20 hits in 20 seconds. Can you provide 1 hit per second? You know what I mean? Simple stuff. But it's this is in all aspects of the game. This is everywhere in this game. And it's so cool to see. It's so cool that the game is legitimately testing you on whether or not you know the information about your character. It's so cool. It's very natural too. You found your path blocked by the great Thuban River. Following the river in search of a place to cross, you soon came upon a ferry boat crossing. You immediately headed for a pier, but it appeared to have been abandoned for some time and there was no one else around. Fortunately, there was still a boat remaining, but as you prepared to launch it into the water, a human figure appeared before you. He claimed ownership of the boat and demanded that you give him all the money you had in exchange for the right to cross. Uh-oh. He was obviously a bandit preying on travelers in the area. You sighed and drew your weapon. If you hit him a few times, odds are he'd just give up and run away, because he's a weenie, and not the goat like Killick. I'm not saying sorry. Sha! Yeah, simple. So this one probably forward. This is forward kick plus kick plus vertical. Forward kick plus vertical, simple, 2 hit. Another good one would be forward AAA and A plus B. I was about to do A plus B, but then I got timed out right there. Yeah, this isn't going to be the first time this kind of thing happens in Weapon Master mode. It's constantly testing you on what your awareness is. Right here in the village of Arsh, I know what this one is. After crossing the Thuban River and heading east, you came upon a small village. Judging from the fishermen's nets hanging dry in the sun, this was a fisherman's village. A commotion in the village square piqued your interest, so you headed over to take a look. There you found the young people of the village engaged in a test of strength. They fought one-on-one on a wooden scaffold. A champion eventually emerged, but just when you thought the hubbub would subside, the crowd's excitement grew. You looked around to find the source of the commotion, only to realize that you were the cause. The villagers had learned that you were from Regulus. They pushed you up onto the scaffolding without giving you a chance to speak. You found yourself facing the young champion. You didn't notice when you were down on the ground, but up on the scaffolding, the wind was strong. It threatened to blow you off of the platform at any given moment. This is why this game is so sick. Someone on the writing team was tasked. Their task was, hey, come up with some silly reason for the match. And every single one of these, and it's not just this, it's every single one. This. They're giving you reasons as a natural push. Makes you want to fight if you actually want to read it. It's cool. Yep, You gotta be fucking careful. Nice. Alright. I gotta be careful with forward B plus K there, because that one could get me into trouble on a windy stage like that. Road to a new stage. Minkar Mine has appeared. Ooh. Having defeated the hero of the village, you expected to be torn apart by the crowd, but instead they seemed genuinely impressed. Even the young men you defeated praised your Regulus trained fighting skills. You quickly made friends with the straightforward, honest villagers, but it seemed like they had a problem. The mine upstream was poisoning the river and killing the fish. They were planning to send people to speak with the miners, but the miners were a violent group, and the river people had no choice but to prepare for the possibility of a fight. Having come to like these people, you soon found yourself agreeing to help them. As expected, the negotiations did not go well. The miners immobilized the villagers with poison and forced them out of the mines. Due to the poison, however, they couldn't even make it back to their village. Fortunately, it seemed you had not drunk very much of the poison. You infiltrated inside of the mine. You needed to get the antidote to save the villagers, even if you had to take it by force. Damn!
Watched over by the Almighty One.
This stage isn't very big. This one, you're gonna get some ring outs on this one. You're gonna see me do that. Like, ring outs are so sick. They are so sick, and I think that's a big reason why this feel as a fighting game player and someone who's not garbage. I'm not the GOAT. I'm not Arslan Ash. But as a fighting game player, like, there's basically only two ways. It's like the AI is completely cheating, and so therefore, like, it's going to be really hard for you to do something about it. Or something like this. This is very natural. It doesn't really matter if the AI is like a cheater or if they're just kind of like whatever. It doesn't matter how skilled you are. Like, don't mess up when you're near the ring out. And it's like, it's just such a genius concept, and it's there. The AI is always threatening. It doesn't matter, because at any point the AI could throw and you don't tag it. They hit you with like a unseeable load that also does like a little trip up animation and potentially fall off. Killick has one of those. Oh, he got me. Cherot, Chief of Minkar. Nice. Bronze Neophyte. I had to look that one up. I was like, what's a Neophyte? It just means beginner. So, you know, it makes sense. The GOAT, Yoshimitsu. I love this guy. Yoshimitsu is awesome. Benenash. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Simple spot to end it. Probably just end it here, I guess. Maybe we could do a little bit more. So, each area has a little shop, and you can, like, buy your weapons. Since we're just doing an all Killick playthrough here, I'm just gonna buy the Killick weapons. It's clearly balanced around the fact that they are hoping the players actually use these weapons, because some of these are brutal. And you got to be prepared you got to be prepared for what that entails. Oh shoot. So what does that mean? I guess this means that maybe I at least record this audio here, and then I'll see how I feel about it. Their boss defeated in front of their eyes, the miners looked as though they would attack at any moment, but Cherot stepped forward and silenced them. You idiots! Just how much more do you plan to embarrass me today? He promised to provide an antidote to the fishermen and agreed to discuss the situation. Your mission to mediate their dispute was a complete success. The rest was up to them. It seemed like Cherot took quite a liking to you. Even as you hurried to leave, he practically dragged you back and insisted that you join him you and the people of the fisherman's village join with him in a feast, even though he was like just poisoning everybody. I don't know if that's the best idea. The next morning, you bid farewell to everyone and headed out east through the opposite side of the mine. After traveling for some time, you found out that Cherot had killed them all because he really was just a rat bastard. Eventually, caught sight of Ben Enosh in the distance and could feel the change in the atmosphere. The performers and travelers on the road increased in number, and you could hear the voices of peddlers above the noise of the crowd. It was clear that Ben Enosh was a thriving, bustling city. Okay, we're going to have to save this till next time. So I guess we just jump right into it next time. Yeah, that was this episode. Cool. Later.